Welcome to Engage Math Lesson 1, problem number 4, where we are solving equations for x. Now remember, when we're solving equations, our final answer should be x equals something. So we're going to figure out how to do that by doing the same operation to both sides of the equal sign so that we can keep the equation balanced. So for this problem, I'm going to start by subtracting 8x from both sides. Now, the reason I chose to subtract 8x is because if I do that to both the left and the right side of the equal sign, I'm keeping the equation balanced, but 8x minus 8x just gives us 0, so I can cross that out. So I get a much simpler equation, 7 minus 10x, because negative 2 minus 8, so 7 minus 10x equals negative 3. Now I'm going to subtract 7 from both sides so that once again the equation is going to become simpler. 7 minus 7 is 0. So my new equation is negative 10x equals negative 10. Now the negative 10 right here is multiplying the variable x. So to get that to become a 1, I'm going to divide both sides by negative 10. Now keep in mind that negative 10 over negative 10 is simply 1. So we have just plain old x. So 1x, or x, is equal to negative 10 over negative 10, which is simply 1. And I do want you to keep in mind that with equations, when you get your answer or your value for x, if you were to put it back into, substitute that value of x into the original equation, both sides would be equal, and it is a true equation. We're not going to check it right now, but I want you to know you can do that. Let's move along to b. Same process. I'm going to start by subtracting 13x because the 13x is a positive. So to make the 13x cancel out from the right-hand side of the equation, I have to make it different signs. 13 minus 13 is 0. So on the left, I now get negative 20x. I still have the plus 3. And on the right, I have equals negative 7. Now I'm going to simply subtract 3 from both sides so that on the left, I'll only have the variable, the negative 20x. So negative 20x is equal to negative 10. Now, oftentimes students get confused at this point and just want to say, oh, x is 2. But I want you to show your work as you do these problems, because if you divide both sides by negative 20, which you have to do to turn that negative 20 over negative 20 into a 1, you now have 1x, and it's not equal to 2, it's equal to negative 10 over negative 20, which we know reduces to simply 1 over 2. And that is our final answer. Thanks for joining us at Engage Math.